So hello, I'm gonna interview intelligence research specialist. So what is your name, sir?
My name is Mariano Salgado.
I wanna ask you some questions about your career. What is the meaning of IRS?
Well, the meaning of IRS is Intelligence Research Specialist. I am an intelligence research specialist for Homeland Security investigation.
So Mariano, how long have you been working with IRS and IRS?
I've been working as an intelligence research specialist, IRS, for about 11 years since 2003.
So how long do you need to work to retire?
30 years, basically.
Okay. So, what college degree do you need to enter in this career? Like when you're starting to study in your college.
Well, you may have a bachelor's degree on any matters, but you can also have a military experience or equivalent. But basically, that would be it.
And also, do you have to go like to any training or special training? And if yes, is it like here in Puerto Rico, or do you have to travel to the U.S.?
You have to travel to the U.S. to the Homeland Security uh, basic training, intelligence basic training in Virginia for about 6 weeks.
So you pretty much don't see your family for 6 weeks.
Yeah, that would be it. You have to go to the training to learn all the databases and to do briefings, presentations, and things like that.
Now, what is the main goal on your job? What do you actually expect to do? Are you expected to do?
Our main goal basically is to provide support to the Homeland Security investigations in all the programmatic areas like money laundering or human smuggling, things like that.
So, Mariano, what type of investigations have you worked or assisted in any?
Well, as an intelligence research specialist, I have worked in different kind of investigations, like human smuggling investigations, especially with the Dominicans crossing the Mona Passage. I've worked with money laundering investigations, drug trafficking investigations, commercial fraud, and basically that would be bulk cash smuggling also.
Okay, so people may wonder what does an IRS specialist, right, do to assist the HSI investigations?
Well, that's a good question. We do a lot of research. We conduct different kind of checks in the computers in different databases that we have. We like, for example, we analyze travel patterns, border crossings, because we do a lot of research on the border crossings from people from other countries. Telephone calls. We also analyze financial transactions. We do checks on immigration status for persons arriving to the United States. We also prepare briefings, PowerPoint presentations. We do a lot of maps, inter reports, and a lot of other, you know, uh, classify uh, information sometimes and things like that.
So when you were speaking, I just heard classify. Does that mean like do you work with Washington D.C. or do you have any relation in communication?
Yeah, we do a lot of exchange of information with other partners in other agencies, and we have to do a lot of sensitive. We have to work with a lot of sensitive information, and that's basically the classified side. And you have to be very careful with the sensitive information because it can damage the national security of the United States if it is not properly secure.
Now I get you a question that is probably important for people that want this career because if they're not like they don't like to socialize, then they have to know this. Do you work individually or do you have like a team?
Although we do a lot of research on our own, we do a lot of teamwork job. We do. we have a team in our office, and we also do a lot of job with other agencies like CBP, Border Patrol, U.S. Coast Guard, and all the DHS partners that work with us. And we also do a lot of teamwork with the Puerto Rico police, like FURA, and other things like that.
So quickly about the reports. Do you just make a report and send it to Washington, or is there anything else you have to do with the report?
You have to write the report based on the investigation that you are working on, and the report either goes to Puerto Rico, HSI in Puerto Rico, or to the other offices around the nation.
Okay, so let's change to salary. What is your salary today, 2014?
Well, my salary is about 96,000, but the salary of an intelligence research specialist starts about 57K to 90s to the 90s.
So, does your salary increases with experience, or how does it increases?
That's correct. With the every year with experience and time in the job, you start receiving increases in the salary. We do the salary as a what is called the GS scale table, and you can find that in the OPM's website.
So, about stealing money. Do you have a retiring plan? Does the government save something for when you retire, or do you have your own personal retirement
No,
plan?
I recommend to every federal employee the what is called the thrift saving plan that you put some amount of money and the government also put some amount of money on it, and then it goes to the market, and with that it's like a retirement plan for the long term.
So pretty much the money you gain for when you're saving for when you retire, actually the government gives you a bonus for when you retire.
You can say that.
So how much do you get each payment, each payday?
Oh, that's a good question, but basically we divide the basic salary, the 96 something, or if you are starting in the position on a biweekly basis. Basically, you have to divide that on a biweekly basis.
So you pretty much don't get it monthly or anything or daily. It's you divide it weekly, sort of.
No, biweekly.
Oh,
So we have 26 pay periods in the year. So that's every 2 weeks.
oh, so what happens if you stay out of money in that time? I don't know.
Well, I would say that I have to start using my savings.
Yeah.
Just joking.
So how many hours do you work daily on daily basis?
Our regular shift is basically of 8 hours, but sometimes you have to do a little bit more, but always with the supervisor approval.
So do you live about a 5 or something like that?
Yes, regular shift is from 8 to 4:30, but you may do as I already told you, you can do some overtime depending on the investigation and other related things.
So pretty much it's the 5 days on the week. You don't work on weekends.
You do work on weekends depending on the investigation again, depending on the needs of the service and the requirements of a specific investigation.
So if it's an emergency investigation, like a really important thing, you may have to work on weekends.
That's correct.
So what? Can you repeat the agencies you work with?
You mean the other agencies?
Yeah, you said. I think you mentioned the border patrol.
Yes, we do a lot of work with Border Patrol. They do a lot of job on the borders with the migrants, and we have a lot of issues with the migrants coming from the Dominican Republic and other coming from the Lesser Antilles. And we also do a lot of work with the U.S. Coast Guard, with the also with CBP, Custom and Border Protection at the airports and seaports, and with the Puerto Rico Police.
So, a small question about some years ago. What happened? What happened? What was the reaction in HSI when 9/11 happened?
Well, when 9/11 happened, HSI was not
Called
was
HSI.
well. Let me get back to you on that one. When 9/11 occurred, there was no Homeland Security investigations, or the Department of Homeland Security does not exist. Basically, we have uh, custom, the U.S. Custom Service and the U.S. Immigration Service and other agencies. And then because of 9/11, the Department of Homeland Security was created, and as part of that Homeland Security umbrella was created HSI.
So 9/11 is the reason we have HSI today.
That's the main reason, yeah, to protect the homeland
From terrorists, like
and all kind of threats.
yeah. Talking about careers, do you recommend this career for any person?
Of course, the intelligence environment and the intelligence career path is full of great experience and great responsibility, and I recommend that to a lot of students and university students that want to start a career with the federal government, and it's also.
So Mariano Salgado, thanks for your time. It has been a pleasure to speak with you. Let's hope we hear from you some other day, maybe.
Thank you for the interview.